Μία διευκρίνηση από το...
A clarification from Father Loudovikos. You talked about the various theories, and you included amongst them the social parallelism. And you mentioned Jung. Jung, together with Pauli, in the 50s, proposed psychophysical parallelism as an interpretation of quantum mechanics, and they also left open the question with respect to the nature of the psycho component. So this interpretation that has actually emerged from various books does not result in what you have concluded, or I understood that you concluded. Well, I don't actually agree with that. I just mentioned it in one of the 8 theories which is codified with respect to the body and soul. It's not that I agree. I think that all of these together, if I'm reading the neurobiologists, they do not convince. The matter is that all of those things cannot be proven through experiments, that there's 2 beings like 2 clocks actually show the same time at the same moment. These are philosophizing of philosophers that are trying to bridge the major Platonic theory, which is the very core of anthropology, with the data of science. But I don't think that this is topical today. I think that the Maskinos is more topical in what he says, that freedom is, in fact, going against the physical and is used rather than being put to use. So, and people say that we don't have algorithms in the soul and that we cannot use algorithms in the consciousness. Foltz said that. I mean, what happens to men is radically unforeseeable. And I say there's no biochemistry of freedom. And there will be no biochemistry of freedom for that matter. There is absolutely no indication that this will happen. Indeed, we have every indication to the reverse. These are matters which, because of the advent of AI, are being put to everyone. Again.
Maybe one more question.
There.
The mic? Yeah, here we go. Short question, please.
Πολύ σύντομα. Yeah, short.
Well, Father Loudovikos, you talked about people's will, human will. And at the same time, we hear about the woke agenda being based on, this is how I feel, this is what I want. Indeed. And that is the cornerstone for all. How will we avoid the argument for them to actually refer to this woke agenda? How can we avoid this premise that this is my will? How can we avoid this trap? Yes, this is exactly the case. This is one way of interpreting the will. In the woke agenda is the ethics of our own personal taste. So that means that what I desire is correct only because I desire it. So that has to do with the possibility of me imposing my will on somebody else. And these have been analysed by one of the key thinkers in the West, McIntyre, who's also Christian. So that's the first type of will. The other type of will take us into different things. That you want to have a united nature, for nature to be whole, it's not only the mind, and many more. And that's why the 6th Ecumenic Synod has to be read very carefully, and we must be very grateful to it. It is a source for an anthropology which will give responses to very many of the problems that we face in our times. And these are, in fact, a will for power.